So welcome to this segment again of my mathematics video series. So we still continue looking at geometric progression, sample questions that have come. So I'm looking at the 2023 paper 2 internal question number 3b. So this question was saying that the nth term of a geometric progression is given by that. Find the first three terms. Yeah, so how do you go about? So remember the nth term, meaning that the Tn there, let me just try to use a different marker. So meaning that your Tn there is equal to 180, then that is 1 over 2 raised to the power n. So it is given by that. Then it says find the first three terms. Now the first three terms, we mean they want you to find the first term, the second term, and the third term. That's what they want you to do. Now for you to get the first term, remember that n is equal to 1. For you to get the second term, remember that n is equal to 2. For you to get the third term, remember that n is equal to 3. And that is what we are going to do. So meaning to find the first term, to find my T1, it simply means that when my n is equal to 1. So we are going to replace in that formula. It is going to be T1 is equal to 180, and that is going to be 1 over 2 raised to the power 1. But remember, 1 over 2 raised to the power 1 will simply give you just 1 over 2. So it will be 180 multiplied by a half. So 180 multiplied by a half, in other words, it's 180 divided by 2, and that is going to give you a 90 there. You can find the second term. Remember T2 when your n is equal to 2. So meaning you replace your n in that formula. So T2 will be equal to, again it will be 181 over 2 raised to the power 2. Now remember 1 over 2 raised to the power 2. If you have a over b, if you remember the laws of indices, raised to the power n, that can be written as a raised to the power n and b raised to the power n. So 1 over 2 raised to the power 2 can be written as 1 squared and 2 squared. What is 1 squared? It's a 1, and 2 squared is a 4. So you are going to have 180 multiplied by 1 over 4. So this is the same as simply saying 180 divided by 4. That is going to give you a 45. You're also going to do the same with the third term. For me to get the third term, it simply means that when n is equal to 3. So we just replace in that formula. It will be T3 is equal to 180, then 1 over 2 raised to the power 3. That is going to be 180 multiplied by 1 over 3 raised to the power to give us 1 over 8. And of course, that is the same as saying 180 divided by 8. And that is going to give us a 22 over 5, or if you want, you can simply say it is 45 over 2. So meaning, since it says the first three terms, the first term is a 90. So the first term is a 90, the second term is a 45, and the second term there that I'm having, you can change it, that if you want, is a 22. If you divide 22, 1 over 2 there. So these are the first three terms that they wanted you to get. All right. Then now the second one there says that we find the common ratio. So how do I get the common ratio? Remember this was 1. The second one, for me to get the common ratio, remember this is a geometric progression. If you have got terms like that, the common ratio, you divide T2 by the preceding term T1. That's what you can do. So in this case, I can take my 45 divided by my T1, which is a 90. 45 there is a 1, 45 there is a 2. So my common ratio is simply 1 over 2. Then we can conclude with the last one, the sum to infinity of the geometric progression. If you still remember the formula, sum to infinity, that's the symbol for infinity. So the sum to infinity is equal to the first term over 1 minus the common ratio. So the first term, we know it is a 90 over 1 minus the common ratio, which is 1 over 2. So that is going to be 90 over 1 minus 1 over 2 still give us a half there. So therefore, if you want, it is actually 90 divided by 1 over 2, which is the same as you multiplying that, it will give you 180. So that is going to give us 180 80. So that's the final answer that we get there. Thank you so much for watching my video. Watch out, if you love what I do, please you can subscribe and press that like button. Thank you so much for watching.